Urban Thinkscape is a project that attempts to take places in the world and turn them into opportunities for parents and children to talk to each other and to engage in playful learning together.
The bus stops, the supermarkets, the streets where people walk. Imagine, what would a bench look like if it had a puzzle? The kids could play while they were waiting. They would be engaged in spatial learning, the precise kind of spatial learning that our science tells us builds mathematical and spatial knowledge and helps you at the doorstep of formal schooling.
The thing that excites me the most is that we're bringing a new energy into the community. We're bringing life into the community, and it also gives the people in the community an opportunity to see some positive development, to be able to add value, and to be able to let people in the community know that there are people that are interested in their learning experience.
I was a lobbyist at first to get this project in the Belmont community. That was the first step. It was introduced and everyone's hands went up. I want it, I want it, I want it.
It's very important not to impose on the community, but to become a trusted member of the community. And I feel that this project is really a fabulous example of co-creation.
I think it's really important because I get to speak for my community.
People have voice in this.
And they picked a lot. And on that lot, where Martin Luther King had given a speech for the Freedom March, we were going to build the very first urban Thinkscape.
It's a small but meaningful area. It's the gateway to the Belmont community.
And right there was a bus stop, waiting to be transformed into something that could help and be owned by the entire community.
I've been very excited to think about how we can actually get families and parents sort of engaged in the research process and how that might affect their relationships and their just sort of involvement with their family and also their wider communities. I was able to work on recruiting some community members who are interested in being employed by the project to collect data. So there's an extensive training process to learn how to do naturalistic observation, to administer surveys.
I learned in my training how to talk to people and what questions to ask and do surveys.
I'm really excited to see it sort of come to fruition. I've seen this empty lot for like almost 2 years, and I'm ready to see Urban Thinkscape on that lot.
The grand opening for the Urban Thinkscape project was very exciting. It drew a lot of people. It was high energy.
The grand opening had state senators, city council people, and most important, it had people and kids from the neighborhood. They were dancing, they were singing, they were playing, and they helped build what they were playing on. Over 100 kids from the neighborhood helped build Urban Thinkscape.
I like the design. I like the fact that it's a landmark. It's going to be a part of history. It's something that people can look back and say, I remember when that was not there, and now we've added something special to our area here.
Urban Thinkscape is built on our appreciation of the science about how learning is fueled through play.
There are 4 installations. The first one is Puzzle Wall, which runs alongside 40th Street and features 4 different puzzles. The images for those were chosen by the community members. The point of Puzzle Wall is that it's going to foster spatial skills, and we know that spatial skills are important for later math skills, and also just encouraging those kinds of critical interactions between kids and adults.
Good job. High five. Yay.
Then there's stories, which is designed around these icons laid out on a wooden deck so kids can kind of climb around these different peaks. The goal is that you follow the icons and you can tell a story based on them. That installation is designed to focus on narrative skills, which are part of literacy, and then also social-emotional skills. I think jumping feet is one of the favorites. It looks a lot like a hopscotch game. There's 2 different runs of jumping feet. And then we have a little sign that suggests, okay, can you put 1 foot where there's 2 feet and 2 feet where there's 1 foot? So that's building some executive function skills, getting kids to sort of stop and think and inhibit some of their responses and figure out how they can follow the pattern. And then there's hidden figures, which is these sort of massive metal panels, and in them are hidden some images. There's a strawberry, and there's some other pictures that then reflect on the ground when the light shines through. Or you can also just look up into the metalwork and see the images.
What do you see? What shapes do you see? Or do you see anything? I think I see a strawberry. You see a strawberry?
Yeah, get my strawberry!
Where? Where do you see it?
And that again is also supposed to support spatial skills, since they have to find and identify these things.
Make it say Belmont again. And I remember what he did. He was matching up the big dots. Did I get it right?
I saw a young family, and I noticed how each area of the playground or the play area space, they follow one another. So there was a lot of learning, follow me, look up here, get in front of me, move to the side. So I thought that was really, really heartwarming for me.
If we can get installations like urban Thinkscapes around the country, it won't be a panacea, but it will surely help families understand the importance of joyful interaction with their children and how it can reduce their own stress.
If we can create that, I believe that we'll create learning cities. And if we create learning cities, then we've married city revitalization and early education for all families, rich and poor.